Sir, but anger hath a privilege.
Why art thou angry?
That such a slave as this should wear a sword who wears no honesty. Oh, a plague upon your epileptic visage. Smile you my speeches as I were a fool?
What, art thou mad, old fellow?
How fell you out say that?
No contraries hold more antipathy than I in such a knave.
Why dost thou call him a knave? What is his fault?
His countenance likes me not.
No more perchance does mine, nor his, nor hers.
Sir, it is my occupation to be plain. I have seen better faces in my time than stands on any shoulder that I see now before me at this instant.
Oh.
This is some fellow who, having been praised for bluntness, doth affect a saucy roughness, and constrains the garb quite from his nature. He cannot flatter he an honest mind and plain. He must speak truth, and they will take it so. If not, he's plain.
Sir, in good faith, in sincere verity, under the allowance of your great aspect, whose influence like the wreath of radiant fire on flickering Phoebus' front.
What meanst by this?
Oh, to go out of my dialect, sir, which you discommend so much. I know, sir, I am no flatterer.
What was the offense you gave him?
I never gave him any. It pleased the king his master very late to strike at me upon his misconstruction, when he, compact and flattering his displeasure, tripped me behind, and in the fleshment of this dread exploit drew on me here again.
Fetch forth the stocks.
What?
You stubborn ancient knave, you reverent braggart. We'll teach you.
Sir, I'm too old to learn. Call not your stocks for me. I serve the king, on whose employment I was sent to you.
Fetch forth the stocks. As I have life and honor, there shall he sit till noon.
Till noon. Till night, my lord, and all night, too.
Why, madam, if I were your father's dog, you should not use me so.
Sir, being his knave, I will.
This is a fellow of the self-same color our sister speaks of.
Let me beseech your grace not to do so. His fault is much, and the good king, his master, will check him for it. The king, his master, needs must take it ill that he, so slightly valued in his messenger, should have him thus restrained.
I'll answer that.
My sister may receive it much more worse to have her gentleman abused, assaulted for following her affairs. Put in his legs.
Come, my good lord. Away.
I am sorry for thee, friend. 'Tis the Duke's pleasure, whose disposition all the world knows will not be rubbed nor stopped. I'll entreat for thee.
Pray do not, sir. I have watched and traveled hard. Sometime I shall sleep out. The rest I'll whistle.
Oh, the Duke's to blame in this. 'Twill be ill taken.
Come, thou beacon to this underglobe, that by thy comfortable beams I may peruse this letter. I know 'tis from Cordelia, who hath most fortunately been informed of my obscured course, and shall find time from this enormous state, seeking to give losses their remedies. Fortune, good night. Smile once more. Turn thy wheel.
I heard myself proclaimed, and by the happy hollow of a tree escaped the hunt. No port is free. Whiles I may escape, I will preserve myself. My face I'll grime with filth. The country gives me proof and precedent of bedlam beggars who, with roaring voices, sometime with lunatic bands, sometime with prayers, enforce their charity. Poor Turley God, poor Tom. That's something yet. Edgar, I nothing am.
I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days.
'Tis strange that they should so depart from home and not send back my messenger.
As I learned.
Hail to thee, noble master.
Ah, Makes thou this shame thy pastime?
No, my lord.
Look, he wears cruel garters.
What's he that hath thy place so much mistook to set thee there?
It is both he and she, my lord, your son and daughter.
No.
Yea.
No, I say.
I say yea.
No, they would not.
Yes, they have.
By Jupiter, I swear no.
By Juno, I swear aye.
They durst not do it. They could not, would not do it. Resolve me with all modest haste, which way thou mightst deserve, or they impose such usage coming from us.
Sir, when at their home I did commend your highness letters to them, ere I was risen from the place that showed my duty kneeling, came there a reeking post, stewed in his haste, half breathless, panting forth from Goneril his mistress' salutations, delivered letters, which presently they read, on whose contents they straight took horse, commanded me to follow, and attend the leisure of their answer, gave me cold looks, and meeting here the other messenger, whose welcome I perceived had poisoned mine, being the very fellow which of late displayed so saucily against your highness, having more man than wit about me, drew, he raised the house with loud and coward cries. Your son and daughter found this trespass worth the shame in which it suffers.
Winter's not gone yet if the wild geese fly that way.
No, where's this daughter?
With the earl, sir, here within.
Stay here, follow me not.
Made you no more offense but what you speak of?
None. How chance the king comes with so small a number?
Ah, now it's been said in the stocks for that question, thou'dst well deserved it.
Why, fool?
Let go a great wheel when it runs down a hill, lest it break thy neck with following. That sir which serves and seeks for gain and follows but for form will pack when it begins to rain and leave thee in the storm. But I will tarry, the fool will stay, and let the wise men fly.
Where you learned you this, fool?
Not in the stocks, fool.
Deny to speak with me? They are sick, they are weary, they have traveled all the night. Mere fetches, images of revolt and flying off. Fetch me a better answer.
My dear lord, you know the fiery quality of the Duke.
Vengeance, plague, death, destruction. Fiery. What quality? Why, Gloucester, I'd speak with the Duke of Cornwall and his wife.
Well, my good lord, I have informed them so.
Informed them? Dost thou understand me, man? The king would speak with Cornwall. The dear father would with his daughters speak. Commands, tends service. Are they informed of this? My breath and blood. The fiery Duke. Go tell the hot Duke that... No, not yet. Maybe he is not well. We are not ourselves when nature, being oppressed, commands the mind to suffer with the body. I'll forbear. Death on my state! Why should he stand there? This act persuades me that this remotion of the Duke and her is practice only. Give me my servant forth. Go tell the Duke and his wife I'd speak with them now. Presently, bid them come forth and hear me, or at their chamber door I'll beat the drum till it cries sleep to death.
I would have all well betwixt you.
Oh me, my heart, my rising heart. But now...
Cry to it, nuncle, as the cockney did the eel when she put him in the paste alive.
Good morrow to you both.
Hail to your grace.
I'm glad to see your highness.
Regan, I think you are. I know what reason I have to think so. Shouldst thou not be glad, I would divorce me from thy mother's tomb, sepulchring an adulteress. Oh, are you free? Another time for that. Dearest Regan, thy sister's naught. Oh, Regan, she hath tied sharp-toothed unkindness like a vulture here. I can scarce speak to thee. Thou'lt not believe without depraved equality, O Regan.
I pray you, sir, take patience.
What? How's that?
I cannot think my sister in the least would fail her obligation. If, sir, perchance she have restrained the riots of your followers, 'tis on such ground and to such wholesome end as clears her from all blame.
My curses on her!
Oh, sir, you are old. Nature in you stands on the very verge of her confine. You ought to be ruled and led by some discretion that discerns your state better than you yourself. Therefore I pray you that to our sister you do make return. Say you have wronged her, sir.
Ask her forgiveness? Do you mark how this becomes the house? Dear daughter, I confess that I am old. Age is unnecessary. On my knees I vouchsafe you raiment, bed, and food.
Good sir, no more. These are unsightly tricks. Return you to my sister.
Never, Regan. She hath abated me of half my train. Look black upon me. Struck me with her tongue most serpent-like upon the very heart. All the stored vengeances of heaven fall on her ingrateful top. Strike her young bones, you taking airs with lameness.
Fie, sir, fie!
You nimble lightnings, dart your blinding flames into her scornful eyes. Infect her beauty, you fan-sucked fogs, drawn by the powerful sun to fall and blister her.
The blessed God, so will you wish on me when the rash mood is on.
No, Regan, thou shalt never have my curse. Thy tender-hefted nature will not give thee o'er to harshness. Her eyes are fierce, but thine do comfort and not burn. 'Tis not in thee to grudge my pleasures, cut off my train. Thy half of the kingdom thou hast not forgot, wherein I thee endowed.
Good sir, to the purpose.
Who put my man in the stocks?
What trumpet's that?
I know it, my sister's.
Oh!
This approves her letter that she would soon be here. Is your lady come?
This is a slave whose easy borrowed pride dwells in the fickle grace of her he follows. Out, varlet, from my sight!
What means your grace?
Who stalked my servant? Oh, Regan, I have good hopes thou didst not know on't. But who comes here? Oh, heavens! If you do love old men, if your sweet sway allow obedience, if you yourselves are old, make it your cause. Come down, take my part. Art not ashamed to look upon this beard? Oh, Regan, will you take her by the hand?
Why not by the hand, sir? How have I offended? All's not offense that indiscretion finds, and dotage terms so.
Oh, side, you're too tough. Will you yet hold? Who put my man in the stocks?
I set him there, sir. But his own disorders deserved much less advancement.
You? Did you?
I pray you, father, being weak, seems so. If to the expiration of your month you will return and sojourn with my sister, dismissing half your train, come then to me. I am now from home and out of that provision which shall be needful for your entertainment.
Return to her and 50 men dismissed? No. Rather I abjure all roofs, choose the wage against the enmity of the air, be comrade to the wolf and owl, return with her. The fiery French who dowerless took our youngest born, I could as well be brought to knee his throne and squire-like pension beg to keep base life afoot. Return with her. Persuade me rather to be slave and sumpter to this detested groom.
At your choice, sir.
I prithee, daughter, do not make me mad. I will not trouble thee my child. Farewell. We'll no more meet, no more see one another. Yet thou art my flesh, my blood, my daughter. Or rather a disease that's in my flesh, which I must needs call mine. Thou art a boil, a plague sore, or embossed carbuncle in my corrupted blood. But I'll not chide thee. Let shame come when it will, I do not call it. I do not bid the thunder-bearer shoot, nor tell tales of thee to high-judging Jove. Mend when thou canst. Be better at thy leisure. I can be patient. I can stay with Regan, I and my 100 knights.
Not altogether so. I looked not for you yet, nor am provided for your fit welcome. Give ear, sir, to my sister.
Is this well spoken?
I dare avouch it, sir. What, 50 followers, is it not well?